for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes? Oh, okay. The other thing I caught was a slight misspelling error on fifth paragraph down, first page, word about moving 4 blocks. FOUR.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing I saw. Other than that,
It should be FOUR?
yeah,
Or FOR?
yeah,
Okay.
the number 4 spelled out. And then I entertain a motion.
So moved with correction.
With corrections, can we have a second?
Second that.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any committee reports? I have yeah. You got one? No, go, I said I don't have any, I have one today.
Yes, our Northeast Kansas, the multi-health of Bristol County Health met last night, and pending the receiving of a contract, we are in the process of hiring a part-time CEO and to fulfill the full-time that we had a year ago. Financials are in excellent shape now. We've almost recouped and got the balance filled back up. And that's part of the reason we're able to hire a part-time CEO. And we're hoping to add, maybe get one more nurse back. The environmental services, the Foster Group has hired a part-time lady Byrne, and she will be, I'm not for sure she'll be an asset because the environmental specialist from Jefferson County right now is taking care of Assis. So, but there may be a possibility that person might be in the northern part of Assis County because she is working in Nemaha. $200,000 back in the black.
Good.
Our goal is to get $250,000.
That was last time.
Yeah, we had that last night. This was county night we hosted, or actually Connie did.
Okay. So we have a certificate of appreciation. From the United Way, thanking us for continued support and commitment. You are making a difference in our community every day. Thanks for your generosity. People in our community live better lives. The Board of Ashton United Way wishes to extend a huge thank you. I never did hear what the final amount was from, did she ever hear the final amount that we raised at the leadership breakfast? I never did hear the info. I know it's a pretty good success. Seemed like there were quite a few people that showed up, so.
It was a great turnout,
Yeah, it really was, so. I think we probably do that at some point, possibly this fall as well, would be my guess. I think it's supposed to be like an annual event, so. get something? I hear a sheriff stepped out.
Huh?
I said our sheriff was here and stepped out, so he got something.
I've been talking to Jessica Willer from KDHE about moving our household hazardous waste out to the transfer station, this middle of the summer. I got a call from her yesterday. They have a fireproof building that is 16-foot floor long, 10 feet wide, and 9 foot high, that we could store flammables in, and they're willing to give that to us if we're interested in it. They bought it new in 2000. They paid $21,725 for it when they bought it. They just want to get rid of it. It's in Ottawa. The only thing we'd have to do, we might have to get a special permit to move it because it's 10 feet wide. But I just wanted to talk to the commissioner to make sure that's still what we're thinking about doing, is moving it out to the transfer station. Because like I said, they're willing to give it to us for free.
It's in pretty good shape, or I mean, is it?
Yeah, she acts like it was in good shape. I guess KBI had it, and when they like busted a meth lab, they would put everything into this fireproof building, and that's what they used it for. So it's just for storage.
Well, we still need that other shed that's there.
We'll still need another shed. This is just a fireproof building that we'd store like aerosols and things like that in. We'd still have to purchase another building. Or move the one.
Move that.
Yeah, either way.
Do you have the capacity to move this building? Or you can have another?
I think we could move it. I think we could put it on our roll-off trailer and move it. Like I said, we might have to get a special permit. Worst thing we'd have to do is maybe load the loader up on the low boy and take both trailers down and get it. But she said it's right next door to KDOT building down there. So I might be able to go down and talk to KDOT and work out, and they might be able to help us load it up. She thought that might be an option. But before I proceed any further with this, I wanted to run it by you guys and make sure that's still how the plan.
It's fine with me. I mean, we can use it. I think
Yeah.
that'd be good.
It saves some money.
Do you have a location where you think you can put it in?
Well, I was planning on putting the household hazardous waste right on the north side of the original building out there. When we do it, we just have to level off a spot right there on the north side and put it there. I got a couple POs too, but.
Yeah, we can do it right now.
First one is for H-piling. It's for 35 of them. It's $20,930. $20,930, and I did get 3 quotes on that. I took a quote, I didn't get anything in writing, but I talked over the phone, it was $16.30 per foot from Norfolk. It's $14.95 per foot from Husker Steel. And then, there's one more on the back from, the railroad yard, that's $17.37 per foot. We're driving we've been driving quite a few piling. We drove 5 there 2 weeks ago, down on 214th, and then we're driving 5, I think they're finishing up today out by Armstrong Farm, driving 5 underground, and that was all we had, so. And it's cheaper buying by 35, that's a semi-load. Get a lot better deal on it. Then I had a PO for culverts, from Metal Culverts, it's $20,000, $750. And I also had a couple quotes on the called Husker Seal, and Midwest Service, they both declined to give me a quote on them. But J&J Drainage gave me a quote. It was $36,320 for 52.
Are we still progressing with easement, we waiting on easement signature?
Yeah, I've got it. It went in the mail back to them today. I just received it, today in the mail. And I threw it in the mail, and it's on its way back to, Division of Water, so.
Once they receive it, then do they have to?
Hopefully it's right away.
They have to give you a written permit, or?
Yeah.
That's when they issue the permit, and you can get started.
Yep.
Okay.
We've already got the Corps of Engineers, all we're waiting on is, that other permit. As soon as we get it, we've got the culvert, we're ready to go. So I'm hoping that,
I'm glad you talked to the right guy, because I knew I was the gateway
Well,
guy I was talking to.
we don't have it yet, but
Yeah.
I think it's gonna happen, so.
That's something that I think that we need to be working with our legislators on, is to revamp and look at it. You know, if we're gonna be getting funding cut from KDOT and this and that, that we need to get a little more leniency on the specs of some of these bridges, so that we're allowed to replace it with tubes, you know, rather than having to replace it with bridges.
I'm waiting to see if this one goes through. If this one goes through, I've got two more in the works that are small bridges that they're piling or rotted out on. Those would be perfect candidates for the same thing.
You know, the whole key is gonna be how many acres in drain and that kind of stuff.
Right.
But,
You still on for later?
I think it's got a 4 o'clock
We have a
meeting.
4 o'clock meeting with, Chamber of Commerce, and I think
4:30
4:30.
meeting, so we can,
we want to go out, or we can go out another day.
yeah, we can, David, Bill's going next week,
Yeah, that's when,
and,
You wanna just wait until we get another nice day then? or-
let's look ahead, because I got two, on the 25th, I got 2 of these things here, I think we may be addressing that, so, yeah, not trying to put you off.
Yeah, I think everybody knows, I mean.
Well, I know Jeff and I have a pretty good
Right.
idea.
And it's
Yeah,
here,
we went last.
you stop by from there, I'll give you the private tour, but, all right.
In fact, if you had time, do you want to go out? You would want to go.
You gonna reschedule, you guys gonna go? If you're not gonna reschedule, you're not gonna go, I'll make it go.
yeah. Well, I think.
I've got a pretty good idea, I know what's, I mean, you've got, yeah.
I'll get your full contact if you don't want to reschedule.
Well, do you have a meeting at 4 though?
Jeff has a meeting.
Oh, that's.
I do.
yeah,
I
okay.
do.
Oh, okay.
Chamber board.
All right, we'll be there. Thanks a lot.
If we leave rather than I may stop by on my way, leave it down so I can stop by, so.
Don't be open body bags.
Just so you know, Mary, there may be a chance that Bill and I both.
Typically we're buying spring
Do you want to go?
Yeah, that's Kim.
Okay.
Well, we'll go talk together.
Kind of
I
general.
mean, I can go. Conference, I don't know.
Be,
Because I know when the coroner charges us body bags. Only when we use theirs. That's why we actually buy them through the coroner, and then he does not charge us.
Isn't
The
it,
city might, but
Maybe it's.
isn't it cheaper to buy them?
it's cheaper for us to buy them,
Yeah.
because we buy them through the coroner's office.
I was gonna say, I think that's what they did, because it was more expensive on
I'm thinking I said that wrong. Maybe the funeral home charges for them? The funeral homes do, yes, and they're very expensive for them. So that's why we buy our own.
Great.
Sounds to the lot.
Roughly $10, not quite.
24,
$8.
Two different
$10 for, yeah.
Some of the, like, the better quality ones would be for like a possible homicide or something like that, that you want to put in that bag, but just typically, death investigation.
what was the
What's the?
That sounds
What's the
bad.
expensive it costs?
What's the price difference in those two?
Those are about $32 about, and then the other ones are about $10 less.
Yeah, the white ones are just $10, that's the funeral homes that we use.
Oh,
And
and he
it's
has
already
it all in there.
75.
No, there's nothing else about it right there.
We can start selling to it. Yeah. That's what I made it want. I don't know if that works that way, but.
$624.52.
Correct. Purchase order of vehicle. Discuss some details in executive session on that. Some accessory stuff.
I suppose it's there, security related, but there. For camera systems.
Firearms stuff. I mean, most people discuss that. If you had any questions about that.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then the lighting on there, you know, questions, it's kind of confusing on how we have it coded, but I tried to put it in layman's terms and that position.
So it's two,
There's two different ones,
Sorry, Larry, you have a call, or you have a visitor in the lobby? Larry, you have a visitor in the lobby?
The two vehicles will be formed differently, so that's why there's two different.
Okay, that was clarification, that's
Two different lines.
yeah. So Lewis is the only place who's sought bids.
That's the GSA pricing. They can match the highway patrol, the highway patrol can do through the partners program, it's the same exact price. And they have the capabilities of doing the same exact thing, so if that goes with the highway patrol, we can just do it with it. that pricing is obviously not, it's a fleet pricing, it's not retail pricing. There's no market on it.
So that'd be 61 plus 73 plus 65.
Yes.
I wasn't here when we brought this up, but, is there a need for two rather than?
Yeah. We're hiring 4 people, well, 3 people, and we don't have enough vehicles for patrol. We're sure running into more issues. Right now, when we talked last time about that, I was considering the 3 open positions that we have. We're on, at this point, only going to get rid of 1 vehicle, to be able to have everyone provide a vehicle. But we could, have a shared vehicle, you run into issues on that, wear and tear, and people's equipment and stuff like that, but, there's a very good need for 2 vehicles.
Is this after the capital general?
Because I think he has capital improvement funds is where we were looking at.
There's there was nothing budgeted for this year, but there is money in that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying, you found a factor, I didn't.
Well, I started looking in 2030 to see where we were at.
Yeah.
I think I marked both of them off. One's jail, the bottom one's jail, and the top one would be sheriff. And that's before any transfers. That's what I want to check too.
So I'm going to be, we are early in the year, we hope we don't have anything else major on that. That was my only concern, if we had to have, but we had to have 2 right away, because that's gonna be half of that, but almost half of that budget right there. If we have any other issues, it's gonna be.
Any other major issues with that, we probably in the jail portion of the water. The water softening
Yeah.
system that we quote on, and then the water heaters.
And, yeah, I wasn't here that day, and,
Cameras.
Camera system quotes should be coming in today too, so. I'm not sure what time it is.
It looks like, 27th that Joe Willow, 360 is gonna be up here.
Right. Shane, come.
Okay. What other questions do you have?
I mean, that, there's no doubt that's a good price, I just wish we had looked at other brands too, as far as that goes, but.
I can roll some of those up too, but it would take a few minutes.
What is comparable as Ford line?
Expedition, and it's, the gas mileage isn't as good. The new SUV they have, is a smaller, kind of a crossover vehicle. Gas mileage is pretty comparable, but the, room in it, these 2 vehicles will be used by myself and them share. And, so we're gonna have more equipment than typical deputies gonna have.
What's the reason why for the different lighting?
One, my vehicle won't be marked up, with all the,
Even be sneakier.
but the, his will have the full light bar and more lights on this, on patrol,
We have logos on yours too, or?
I'm sorry?
We put logos on the
On
truck?
mine, not on mine, but on his, they will be, yeah, on all of those are over. And we're getting quotes from the, that's one thing that's not on there, is that the guy add maximum decals, but, there's a million different ways you can do it, so, we're gonna try to, on the new ones, we want it to be, I don't see that being a big cost, so, that can be something we can tackle later, but Chevy's getting ready to have a model changeover, so, I don't think there's any heavy on it, so. Other places that need it.
Then you're working on like a motor vehicle replacement schedule, or?
Yeah, kind of go through all the vehicles we have and the mileage and, some of the repairs that we've been, we've got one right now that's got some pretty good issues. There's the heaters only working on high, and some exhaust fumes and stuff like that, so, we need to get those taken care of. We need to look through all the maintenance records on before we put too much money into them, so.
Do you have any what mileage you put on the 22?
Patrol, I'd say anywhere from, 20 to 30,000 miles you put on a year. Considering that, with if we get fully staffed, it could, it should be up to that, probably 25,000, would be a good number.
Do these come with, this is these are minor, but do they, what ply tires are they for?
They,
I think it's,
it says in there, I think, that it's whatever this typical comes on, it's a 265, 70, 17, all season rifle, what it says on there. I'm assuming probably not 10 bottle range.
No, being this, it may be, that may be the 6 ply. I'm just looking at this, are they 18-inch or the?
They're 17.
That's 17, okay, that's not quite right. Well, that's 52 or 18-inch. Not much more rubber in those things. Yeah, the only concern I have is I know how low flat, particularly 4-ply tires don't wear very well on gravel roads.
Right.
What's the next size under that Laser? They would be good enough, or they about the same price, or what's the advantage of the Tahoe?
They're, I don't know what Chevy would have to offer, they don't offer anything else for a police, package, but running through the GSA, they have certain requirements of vehicles have to meet. There's police package, Dodge, and typically most of them are two-wheel drives, when you get into the police package, but Fords are all-wheel drive, that smaller SUV they have, the price comparison is pretty small, and for a smaller vehicle, nothing's really been up.
Yeah, your comparable vehicles were, you said Expedition and you said
Expedition Greenville was the next one, it's, your gas mileage is even worse than that, so.
Other questions you guys have?
No, that was one of my concerns, just so we don't get
Mm-hmm.
too far, get the cart moving too fast, and run our capital, improvement, fund down there, because
the, bids for, two Chevrolet Tahoes. The amount of $61,571.50 and two quotes for, lighting and equipment, $6,548.72 and $7,339.87.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Carried 3-0. How many copies do you need? Just one? Two?
I need one for the record, but I'm on here.
We have an extra copy for someone. It'd be nice if they get it down to like 2 pages to say all this.
Very well could, that's a GSA.
I know.
Because they have to delete the third row seat, and then it'll still say like third row seat, and then the next page says delete third row seat. And it's kind of slow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sign another copy, but,
there's only one copy of your sign.
okay. What else do you have for us?
Just a couple of things I found on the budget, sheet that I just wanna look at, like there's a K-9 fund on there. There's only like $8.20 in it. Is that something that we can move out of there, just to close that part of it out? Or,
We got all expenses accounted for, or I mean, when's the last time you spent it out?
been years ago?
Oh, so we haven't expended anything.
I think it was just money donated in there, so.
Can we move that over to like the crime prevention fund or something, or is there, just to clear that out, because I don't see us in the near future?
I'm not sure what the statutes is on the
Let
crime
me,
prevention.
I'll email the auditor and find out if we can.
Some of those things because of the statutes. That's
Put it
what
back
Can
in
I
the
in for
general
the
or
big,
something.
crime prevention?
Yeah, they're in the, back in the general, and take on like 20 cents.
Right.
Sure.
It's just cleaning up, I mean,
Yeah.
I understand that, I
I'll-
know exactly what people.
I'll ask her if we can do that.
Okay. Then there's, this, crime prevention account, so, the way I understand it, it's showing an unencumbered balance of $11,151. I guess that first one, let's see.
Which page?
55.
Mine's at 7.
Yeah, ours is page 55.
I get some,
What, leave off mine, because I don't have that, that's not.
page 54, 2012.
On 2012, I was on 2012.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this is the totals from January 1st through, the 13th month.
You say crime prevention fund,
Yeah.
page 55. There's $5.03 balance, is that what you're talking about?
Well, it's showing that, but, I should have shown on the unencumbered balance of 11,000, but 11,151 because it's 51, is what I'm seeing.
Can you catch that still in there, or what?
No, it's showing a negative balance.
The current account now.
Well, it's
that
not
was an
budgeted,
expense.
so it's not in the negative.
Right now, the cash account looks like $177.
So we overexpended funds out of crime prevention, is that what you're asking?
No, we're okay. If you look on page 55,
Yeah.
or beginning.
Ours is showing just like a $5.03
Current,
balance,
current.
current balance.
Well,
Well, it should be $177.53.
That's what I'm showing too, is the current cash balance, $177.53, but
Yeah, but on the 2013 budget, it shows that there's prior budget year expenditures of $172.50, which now is.
there was a check that was cashed over, I think. That was a fund that had quite a bit of money, I don't know, $1,700 in it, and it was spending on the last, before I walked in the office. I showed some donations to.
Do you have bank statements for those?
I don't have them
No,
yet.
it goes through,
I have the statement, but I don't have the,
goes through the treasurer's office.
Those do?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you could give them your sheet. Good.
Well, I mean, do you want a detailed general ledger on that? As to,
well, I guess I don't know what the crime prevention fund's for. The checks that were written to the Lions Head Gymnastics team, a couple other things, so I don't really understand why that was expended out.
I assume it's the DARE.
There is different fund.
DARE has a different, I don't know.
We probably just need a detailed listing of expenditures.
I can get you, if you want. I can get you a general ledger and not tax.
That's all I have for now. I didn't discuss a few things and safety issues and executives.
Next question, we've got a couple of people here, we build, do that towards the end of the meeting, that work? Yeah, we'll just call you up when.
That'd be all right.
You want to, one minute, Jack, and I'll give you,
I'm sorry?
you want to wait a minute, I'll give you this.
You need these back.
No, it's,
You need this back.
I don't think I have any property list. And
Is there a property list from us trying to be smart?
I cannot get my computer on the correct drive, so I can pull it up, but yes, there is. The iPad that we discussed was, this is actually how.
You're talking about the audio inventory list, is that what we're talking about?
Yes, but I have not gotten the file today.
Well, what,
I'm trying to get on the drive so I can pull it up on my computer, that way I can control it, and I'll have access to it when it's done.
well,
Her
my
computer,
name is,
her computer's been broke down since I walked in, it's the third time that Dell guy can't work on it, that's why I get pulled up. So,
I see.
I don't have any other way to get onto it, unless I get on that shared drive and nobody else has access to it.
Okay.
But the Dell tech was just here earlier again, her computer's crashed 3 times in the last month. Brand new.
He called me earlier, the, Medic 2, which is the ambulance that was out of Effingham.
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't
call
know,
that.
$5,000
We got a couple other things cleared out, and then I think we can do that. We expect to call about the, equipment
You
list.
just want me to,
We'll tell him we'll call
We'll
him.
call back.
Hey, Jay, I'm sorry, Jay? I'm sorry, this is Catherine, can you call me back? One more.
The property list I'll have, Mrs. Computer crashed again for the 3rd time. It's a brand new computer, so I don't know what's going on with it. That was just here fixing it, so. The
Well,
property list I should have it to the time.
364-6592.
Second thing,
Yeah, did you go,
I'll just send her an email with it, or do you need to?
yeah, sooner, yeah, if you can send something so we can get it wrapped up. what we need to know is like, what, you know, who's using data, obviously you're gonna have different users, but we just need to know everybody that needs cell phone reimbursement and what, some people are gonna be using data, some are not gonna be using data, just people using their phone. We're looking at possibly, we haven't made an official decision, we're looking at possibly maybe a two-tier system. So we need to know who needs what.
Who needs it? You need it today, they wanna come back that way?
I know that we'll probably get, we're planning on doing that today, or we'll probably do that Monday, or Wednesday.
Wednesday will be fine. I'll get it done.
Yeah,
I'm
Wednesday.
open.
Joe, you have a report?
This is the application for tax. It's a number of halls, nothing in windows.
Oh.
And that's also a cost of $900, and I don't have a budget for it, so I don't agree. And that's why I have it.
Oh, okay.
Signature there, the owner.
If we apply for, we get some credits on the elevator, we just got that,
You have to pay for it, I think, first.
pay everything.
And I know where the historical society gets their revenues from. We could pay college application fees less than that.
Well, it's, depends on how much you get, 100,000 or 500,000. That's what you do.
I'm going to work for this.
Same month to get money.
We probably take it out of, general administration. We got money there.
The application fee, what did you have listed?
I didn't know, that's just what the, against it, and I didn't know where you wanted to take it from.
Yeah, I would take that out, yeah.
Deputy Goforth, you have a call on 8202.
We won't need it until they send me a approval. Contractual services or, until, we got a lot of other things that's gotta go, so we at least a month.
These individuals don't make that.
So it's,
They're supposed to,
this goes first?
yeah, this here, all you gotta
Yeah, so
know,
like,
this way.
And then just hold on to this?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we looking at?
We, was looking at, I asked you, I don't know, a few weeks ago about ADA compliance with all of our facilities. We did one in '07, we've done a lot since then.
Can I, Pat, do we need an executive session to discuss ADA compliance?
I think probably not at
Okay,
this,
so make
at
sure we
this
get
point.
it.
And this is the application, or the request for a proposal.
Yeah, proposal review.
Yeah. The actual review, yes, but this is just to identify an architect.
Well, I didn't know, yeah, I didn't know
Yeah, I don't
what
know.
you're gonna go into, so.
I don't know if this helps you guys, but, our recent settlement in an ADA case the city was involved in, we're having to hire a guy to come in and develop a transition plan for us, for our ADA needs. I don't know if that's something you guys would wanna piggyback on and do it at the same time we do and potentially give it cost savings for you guys on that.
Yeah, who are you going to go with, you know?
I will send you the name, Ray something.
Is it an architect?
It's not an architect, it's a, this is somebody CPIG recommended, to have do it, and it's the guy that we were involved in the law, Dick Albert also signed off on using him, so both parties seem to agree that he was the Steve seems to think he's at a pretty good cost for the municipality, probably at a lower cost than having an architect do it.
Would he be willing, if you give him, if Joe gives you the information, just let him kind of
Yeah.
submit kind of what he.
I'll send it over to Pat and
Do you know, you know that?
We haven't had to
Troubles
do
that
it.
I have, these are already presented.
Well, each one of these are still under the threshold, so it's in that threshold of. But
Yeah.
is that what you're asking about?
I don't see any problem with
Yeah.
getting, soliciting other than that.
Yeah.
Even though these are already funded.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah?
And these aren't.
These aren't,
They're proposals which are technically, they're giving us a price. So they're technically bids.
Did you take to a bid on it?
but.
Did we do an RFP?
We didn't,
for-
yeah, we didn't,
Did we do an RFP for proposals? I don't remember.
Well, I
No.
went.
We just give him
now,
direction.
This is under that amount, so I went, I
Okay.
got the bids from these.
Yeah, these are just bids.
proposals.
I think we're okay.
we're okay.
I think it's okay.
Okay.
Ray Petty, I believe is his name.
What's his name?
Ray Petty,
Okay.
Delmore.
Okay.
But I'll go through those emails and see.
We're checking out, so let's adjust by coordinating, we'll get that information to.
I'll see Pat.
Okay.
Okay, I'll send it back. I think that does it.
Thank you. Do you want these back?
Yeah, probably heard of this.
It'd be best if he keep them that way.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
So you want me to, do you want to have any of these?
Sure.
That's all good, that I got.
Okay. Resolutions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Great. Thank you.
We're ready for it.
Yeah, all right. Commissioners, I believe you guys should have in front of you resolution number 2013-1358. I think Becky and I wrote the biggest non-committal ever. County of Ashland will provide financial support up to $120,000. There's no minimum on it. It just sets a maximum. And then section 3 reads, the effects of the 2013 Kansas legislative session are unknown at this time. Changes in law may impact the ability of the county to contribute to this project. So no ifs, ands, buts, contingents. We wrote it pretty loose, and pretty general.
Well, we had an impression the other day that it was 50,000.
And you said if things held, we would, I mean, we're more than willing if you guys want to move it to $50,000. You know, you just said, hey, if things don't change, I'm great with $120,000. So thought we'd leave it at $120,000 since it was a ceiling and not a floor.
I understand that, that's, you know, that's just all my, you know, I want to just change just a couple of words, but still, you know, if I'm going to support it, because, I would change that the county, Ashland may provide financial support up to 50, and then on section 3, and as well as other revenue source, that the effects of the legislature at this time may impact the county to contribute, as well as other revenue source shortfalls, and I would support it. Doesn't change the intent at all.
Any good problems with that? Pauline can make those changes and you guys can find that. We can get it.
Give me the, I got it.
They did, fixtures bill is out.
Yeah, I sent
Did
that
you
to
get
my-
that too?
Yeah, we sent it out to our city commissioners, letting them know about it. Appreciate that opportunity on, Monday. Source I have that thinks that particular bill is probably dead at this time, so.
It's gonna get out of committee though.
Doesn't sound like it. but
Really?
We'll see.
See, I got mixed emotions. I guess mixed, I should say I got mixed, because I don't know how to read it, but I know my dairy lobbyist thinks it could get out of committee.
I think leadership is not, I don't know that leadership, Senate leadership is, it's a battle that Senate leadership wants.
You may know more about it, I don't.
But, it's also.
I know that there's 2 or 3 new guys on there that they couldn't get a read.
And, you know, and it just depends, you know, how in line they are with leadership too. I mean, they can go ahead and pass it out even if leadership doesn't want it. the ownership of it with the bill on the floor.
You know what really floored me was this, how little that revives it.
New?
I think I could handle this person who give a teeth.
Well, I mean, you know, what's public money? And there's no other definition of public money than,
Well, yeah, public money is, I mean, that's any kind of, I mean, that could be state tax, federal, I mean, federal stuff, you know, anything like that. I mean, that's what I tried to, even, we discussed it, when I was talking to my lobbyist, I told him, I said, your job's in jeopardy because I said, a dairy farmer will receive a federal subsidy.
yeah.
There may be a month or two the milk price just falls out dead, they'll get a little subsidy. So, are they exempt?
Well, and how clean does public money have to be? I mean, as soon as it becomes my paycheck, is that no longer public money?
I know what, I kind of know what the intent is.
Yeah.
It's noble, but we've got this dirty image along with it.
Well, I think that's when a lot of people hear lobbyists say, I don't want a lobbyist. Well, you understand how many lobbyists we pay for as a member of AAA, as a member of AARP, your insurance company, your bank, a member of the Kansas Bankers Association. I mean, we're paying for a lot of lobbyists. Kansas Bar Association.
Except for attorneys and
You guys
stuff.
have mostly,
What?
You know, okay.
a lot of taxpayers, KDA taxpayers.
It is in places, if we have attorneys who are employees of, full-time employees, you know, like Woodshire Speaker, where they pay their bar membership. So, yeah, we do pay, I mean, there are cities out there that pay KBA dues.
Will you guys pay my KBA dues?
I get my dues, but not by then. Now they want to pay.
Is that your representative?
I was back down there yesterday.
What? Oh, Bridge. Bridge is the other.
Oh, did you find on the sign, did you get with Matt? You talking about that sign?
I haven't heard anything from, I mean, we don't need to sign or anything, you
Who's
know.
up here earlier too?
Oh, yeah, Matt.
We just kind of need a nod of the head that you guys would be okay with that designation as a single lane bridge.
Yeah, 'cause it sounds like it's gonna be pretty significant savings as far as the overall.
Probably not. I mean, it's not gonna say, it's just, we didn't have this, we'd have to go with pedestrian.
I don't think it'd be wide enough for two. I don't know if I've ever seen two vehicles crossing the same path up there. I mean, that was, I don't know what year that.
24 feet wide, Becky, so it's minimum, I mean,
I don't know
12
what
feet.
year that bridge was even built. I mean,
At the end of the day, it's, we just have to sign it as,
yeah, on the road up by, crossing, I thought it was newer than that. For some reason, I thought it was like 90.
early 80s is what I thought.
Oh, early 80s.
Late seventies, early eighties.
That's why it's not.
81, I may have seen somewhere, but I don't wanna be quoted here.
During the bicycle, or like 17, or 1970?
76.
That's what I was thinking, late
Okay.
seventies.
I mean, it's a concrete bridge, so.
I don't think we have a problem.
I can't say much now, but if you guys end up pulling up any wooden plank bridges, would you guys hang on to the wooden planks? You guys have any of those?
We possibly have, well, I don't know what's left of it, but the one up on 318.
How long do you need it?
What?
We got a broken bridge.
I don't need a broken bridge, but if you guys have, if you pull up at any wooden bridges that have good wood planks,
Well, some of those, we have a bridge that broke, and some
Yeah.
of those planks would be just fine.
Depending on where it broke, and I think it broke, I think there's some, kind of, do you know what?
Two up north, Harley County, that,
no, that's,
one broke and one had some planks ripped up, I know that.
a potential project that we might have coming down.
Okay.
And what, you said the one down there at
Dolby.
Dolby?
Yeah,
We got
that's
some
about-
place.
So that's what, about 16, 18 foot bridge.
Plywood?
I think it is.
Going over, back to the bottom, probably, it looks pretty narrow.
Not the one there. You sure that's wooden?
I was thinking of wood.
I thought that was.
I think it's a metal frame with a wooden.
Wooden.
you guys think, if you guys could save this?
How many do you need?
A lot.
Well, we just need to send a memo to Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Matt was gonna give the material to whoever, we wasn't assigned, which he said.
Yeah, you don't.
If you guys don't have it counted, I should be able to give you guys more information before long on why we need them, but just so you guys were sharing the thing, down in the next couple of months.
That particular one's not until 2014.
The only one, when he was up there at the bridge up in my territory that he broke, if he gets the permit next week, they'll be in there tearing it out and putting the tube in, so that, some of that could fail.
Okay.
What kind of condition is it in?
What's that?
Is it usable, or is it
The what?
the one that's broken?
Well, I don't know how long the length, so, I think it just, just broke or cracked, I think the lumber's, we'll just see.
Okay.
We sent them to Matt, well,
You guys, I can talk to you guys individually or via, potential economic development tax deal with third party. You guys want to discuss it?
okay.
Build a corral, have some bison there or something.
There's wildlife up through there.
Mr. Chairman,
Wildlife, you want a wildlife grant?
I would support as the main, the resolution, whatever number it is.
Resolution number 2013-1358, resolution of support from Ashland County, City of Ashland's submission application to Kansas Department of Transportation for use of transportation enhancement funds set forth by Federal Transportation Equity Act for the 21st century for rural road trail project located in the City of Ashland and Ashland County. Do I have a second? I will second that motion. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Nay, and here's the reason why. I think, it's not the amount of money, it's just that I think public safety takes precedence over recreation. We're spending a large amount of money for more all recreation, it's not seasonal. If you have a catastrophe in town, I doubt very seriously if people will flock to the bike trail stand, and it's historic. I went to a surprise birthday party, and I got beat up like a tricycle. Basically, they said the same thing, these are city residents, Bill, if you got 50,000, put it towards the solid waste fee to lower that, or, how much the sales tax money is going to the city's part to support this project, and at this time, I just can't support it.
None on that question, I don't.
I'll support the vote, I'm not in favor of it.
Okay. Motion carried 2-1.
You're not obligated.
Yeah, you have a copy of your records. Pauline, can you feel this?
We got, do we have to, they should give you.
Yeah, we should have 2 copies.
We'll just sign those, so.
Okay.
We need to keep it original. It's our resolution, we need to keep it original.
That should be the original right there.
We have, I think two of them are original.
Right?
You do it on this one?
Oh, hold on. Is that it?
Yeah.
I mean, that, hey, that, do we have to have all three signatures on the resolution?
But can I get the tested on this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Without, I mean, I don't have to do that.
Well, there's not a signature there, and that's fine, but when you're putting your stamp on it, those pages are part of the resolution.
So did you give her?
Page 1 of 2?
Yes.
You need one, then.
She's being the one that we're gonna,
Okay, so this will be her copy, okay.
just so we can have an official standpoint too. Commissioners, real quick, give you guys an update on the IP phone system. We had a conference call with Gilmore and Bell, today, drafting the final interlocal agreement. I think you guys have tentatively approved the project. Project's at $313,409.13. I think I agreed to eat the 13 cents today, as we were having the conversations with Gilmore and Bell. We are financing through UMB Bank, here locally, at a 2% rate. The city will be the master, will have the master lease, on the deal, and then, we will find an interlocal agreement, with you guys and with the hospital. The interlocal agreement will then have to be, approved by the Attorney General, of the state of Kansas. And then once that's done, we can finalize everything, instantly.
Is this thing gonna work?
What?
Is this gonna work?
That's a last question.
I think he's down in Iowa.
I mean, we've done, and Commissioner Shealy's been involved with us as we've done extensive research on it. Of all the voice IP providers, Cisco seems to be the best.
Well, they had that presentation, that conference, I felt a little more comfortable after you, but I mean, that's, when you go to implement something, sometimes it always doesn't work like you hope, so.
And the other thing is, the way the contract is gonna work out is hopefully by July 1, we're off of Ma Bell and onto the Cisco system. Our first lease payment won't be due till January 14th. That may change a year out from when we're borrowing money. Won't be due till 2014. So you guys should have 6 months of savings. We are gonna have each $2,500 at issuance cost, that we'll have to pay this year that won't be wrapped up in the lease. You guys strongly tell me you want to see it wrapped up in the lease, but for $2,500 in issuance now.
How do you want us to pay you?
Large number of bills.
Fresh off my press?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's around.
And
Write that down, Mary.
we'll get the final amortization
Okay.
schedule, but, we'll just need it before, so it'll be early January probably, and I
I do
need,
something like Andy.
Becky, will you check with UMB to see if our 1 year date is gonna still be
No, it's whenever we implement it's whenever we sign the lease.
okay, 1 year from when the lease is signed.
Yeah, which, that was gonna be,
60 days from when we approved the interlocal agreement, so.
The current cost that we're paying right now contractually for our phone services were significant savings, with
But I mean,
that
are we paying some of this lease purchase?
This year?
this year.
No, but for next year,
Yes.
so we need that for our budget.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's what,
Yeah, we should have those numbers, and we'll send that to Pat as soon as I get the final documents from Gilmore and Bell.
I would suggest either annually or semi-annually would be preferred.
Whatever, you guys figure out whatever.
Well, yeah, and I think it's based on timing, it sounds like it's gonna probably be due in April. So we'll probably need it just before April, on it, so. We'll I think we'll probably go ahead and have them in the hospital approve the interlocal agreement before we place the order.
yeah, I was thinking.
So once you guys approve that, even though the Attorney General hasn't approved the interlocal agreement, we'll go ahead and place the order, and then we'll take out the financing once that's been done. I think that's it. One lane bridge, phones. March 5th, Becky will be able to be at the next solid waste meeting on March 5th. I am otherwise engaged that day, and I will not be able to be there, but, if anybody has any questions for the city, ahead of time, if you could let the members know so we can try to answer that.
Is your new process, where are you at on that?
New process, we have roughly 600 cards deployed at this point. Monday night, we're gonna have a request to the commission to, purchase our second set of 600, cards. So we have 3,351, customers. So that will get us fairly, not quite half of our customers have them. carts. So far, it seems to be going well. The carts are a little slower for our trucks to pick up, our existing trucks. But I think once we get the new automatic loader trucks, it will speed up that process. So I think it's going to be a good process. Today was Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I will invite anybody to drive down 2nd Street, especially between Santa Fe and on South, because half of the road has the carts and the other half does not have the carts. It creates a very visually expressive view of how much the carts really clean up things when you can't see that pile of stuff that people set on the other side of the road. So next Wednesday, if you guys are out, drive down 2nd Street and just see what the difference the cart makes, because I think it helps a lot as we've driven that.
Have you, as far as like a target date, as far as like?
We're still talking May.
May Day.
We're meeting with vendors. Chase is getting the meeting set up with vendors over the next 2 or 3 weeks on the truck. We really need the automatic single loader trucks to be here before we can really proceed with the recycling. When are you guys going to be able to accept recycling? It's probably a good question.
It's gonna have to be at least until after April 8th, I believe, is when Devonbaugh, so.
I'd be, communication with Matt, but.
And I don't think we have any plans right now to accept
Okay.
recycling.
The reason why I asked is I thought I'd heard that maybe it might be earlier than May. That's one reason why I just.
Now, if we get the single load trucks, we might try to go ahead and start doing that on the refuse side. But
So like this, that's what I'm asking, like instead of everybody at once, May Day, you have some testing.
no, I mean, we really like the slow implementation process, as much as possible. As we get these about 600 carts out at a time, it lets us work with customers. We're finding out that that we need to do a little bit of work to make sure things work. And it's a process we said we're going to have to manage all along. So we need to do 600 at a time. It's a lot easier to manage that than doing 3,351.
Are you guys gonna do single source recycling? You gonna have one certain day for that, and then you're?
Yeah, we're still playing with schedules on how we're gonna. It will be the same day as trash day. We haven't decided if we're gonna do it once a week or twice, or once a week or every other week.
I think that's what we was talking about out at the landfills, have one day set aside that we would, again, we'd just be taking that kind of stuff. It would simplify. I mean, being open 6 days, we could sure do that. So.
Yeah, and what we talked, at least initially, is, hey, just talking, it might be that 1 week we pick up recycling on Monday, Tuesday, next week we pick up recycling on Tuesday, or on Thursday, Friday, just kind of how that would play out. With that, we've talked to Matt and said, hey, if we have a load of recycling, can we have it out there at 8 o'clock in the morning and just get it dumped first thing, and then you can swap your trailers out. And I think we will.
I think we will. I'm sure he can.
Yeah, I think we can figure out times to deliver that recycling. And, the thing about recycling versus refuse is refuse smells, we don't like to keep it around, but recycling, I mean, it may have, but not the strong smell that refuse is going to have. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
You guys can take the sheriff right away? What's that? You guys can take the sheriff right away?
Jason said, we had something.
Chase, well.
What's the schedule?
Well, we're pretty much.
By 4th, we were gonna have, Jeff's gotta leave at 4.
Wow.
You need something?
Yeah, I'll catch Jack later.
Okay.
Or, I'll catch Jack later.
Jack, okay.
Yeah, Jack. Both belong.
JJ.
The updated, revised, newest, latest, greatest summary sheet.
Is this the first deal?
This is, I want to say all but like 20 or 30 that need affidavits or.
Oh, okay.
So it's most of them, because once I got the city of Ashland and all their utility verification, before I added in. But we took care of the capital words, we took care of
some miscellaneous ones with some phone calls. So that's, about, I think it was 230 something count. So we still have a few floating around that are, all I can do with those is just call the people and have them come in and sign an affidavit, because, you know, whether KP&L aren't gonna give me the utilities or we just need to take them on our word for it. So we'll have to, and that's 4 or 5 affidavit ones that I couldn't track down. So, and then there's miscellaneous ones. When I say miscellaneous, it's, somebody will have given me a copy of the property tax, but not the appeal form, or somebody gave me a ticket stub without it. I don't know if you count those as incomplete, or try the best you can with whatever information that I have. Because somebody, I have one instance where there's a post-it note and some ticket stubs saying I'd like to report, and I don't really have much information off that, so cleaning those up. But that's the bulk of them.
You shared our kind of criteria with the solid waste committee, have you got into that far yet?
As far as the appeals, I think everyone that is part of that committee already has an appeal in place. I've probably met with almost all of them personally and walked them through, so they do know how the appeals works. I have been getting a few people that are getting a little anxious about hearing the final word, so just because they may have filed at the end of November and just getting a little, they want a final answer. So as soon as we get that signed and, you know, condense or take out what the clerk's office needs, takes out what the treasurer's office needs, and give them a sheet that's like, it's not the entire sheet, it's just what they need to update their records. So and then once we get through all the updated properties, the ones that have been taken off, then I can go to Roger, and he's gonna generate a map, and we'll filter out anything that we missed based on a GIS map, and any residential, any kind of properties that we missed, and that'll help us fill in anything, you know, overlooked sites or something. So that won't take very long either. So. Really glad to be done with these.
You said about 230, so.
200, I think it was 230, somewhere around that number, the count. Yeah, forgot about this, the city of Atchison stack, because if somebody was claiming the house was vacant, then it just went into the city. And as soon as the appeals process was done, the deadline passed, then I just sent the file over to the city, and they verified, no, they haven't had utility. Yes, they have had utility, but no, doesn't indicate use. So we're pretty thorough with that.
This one on Main Street, the Roger Frederick, senior reduced, sort of, moved on down. 402 Main, isn't that where their business is?
And everything else?
Be right across from the extension office.
Is that the Martha's? Okay.
That whole, what is it?
Upholstery.
Upholstery catering, Selby catering. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting.
I know, yeah. The only reason I question is because I figured that there'd be some trash generated.
Well, when I came there, when I showed up there, no dumpsters. Walked through the store, got an iced tea or something, and it doesn't seem like a really high volume generator as far as trash goes. So I mean, I can't really, given the size of the store, what the store does, can't really it'd be a lot easier to lowball it than highball it, just because you don't have a dumpster there, you don't have enough information present to make that judgment call, so. Just went with a more reasonable number.
Well, it's shown here to remove the whole thing, to reduce, just remove.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Do we need to,
Open for business every day.
I think it was,
I don't know why that be removed altogether. Is
that was just a typo, because the Fredericks had like 4 appeals, so I might have just, because the other 3, I believe, were removed.
well, yeah, I think, and I know a couple of them, I'm afraid of too, there was a house, a vacant house that they just used for storage and stuff. That was on that question I had on that one, so you may want to look at that one
Okay.
before you sign off on it. Because if you know, if that's taken off and there's business across the street, it's like in 61 or 121 or something, they're gonna wonder.
So you guys want correction, you said?
Yeah.
They're bottom of the page.
Roger Frederick, the bottom man.
4 to me.
Just make sure.
You need to reprint, make the adjustment, and reprint out.
We have to have our signatures, and we probably ought to have an official.
How do you sort this? I'm just curious on your spreadsheet, how do you sort it?
That's pretty much not, well, the first couple pages are somewhat chronologically, because there was the stack that was in order of appearance, but then after that, you'll see a chunk that was all homestead, and then you'll see a chunk that was all city. So they were lumped into a file, and then waited till a certain point, and that's when they got entered in, so. The first 100 or so are somewhat chronologically ordered, first in, first out, but, after that, it's however the sorting worked out.
That's a, update. Just update this, one, update.
The 402.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
You got Chase. I think I marked the right one. Try to make that and print on the page with the one on there, or that's why I was sure, instead of making it all new.
Yeah.
4 or 5 page
That would be a good idea.
tree. Full business, probably,
We need to call Jay Watkins to.
yeah, that's what I've already discussed before we call him back. We might look in the contractual, almost, you know, these are several things listed. We, you know, as far as
Oh, I
like,
haven't seen that.
yes, as far as like, I believe on our contractual, any
General
expense.
maintenance, it looked like
Yes,
several.
several general maintenance, but like the sum total looks different, so I think really it's that the top one looks like the one that we would be responsible for, because it was exceeding that. Does that make sense, or am I thinking about that wrong, or I thought that's the way we structured the
Well,
contract?
I don't know what they were.
It is, I did look at it, it's, thousand.
It's $50,000, and I know, you know, when I asked them, they're taking, I just don't know, like, if they're bearing or start joints, U-joints and stuff, I don't know whether that's.
You good, Kitcher?
Not really, but almost, yeah.
Swivel, rotate 6 tires,
To me, that's general maintenance.
you know. I thought it said anything like over, I thought it was pretty,
It was $1,000 per occurrence.
well, what do you, I mean, what we probably need to do is, we need, you know, purchase order needs to be filled out, so we just need to get forms from them to submit when they have like a purchase order, but
Here's the language. Tax shall be responsible for fuel costs, insurance coverage, tires, and routine vehicle maintenance on the ambulances. Routine vehicle maintenance shall not exceed $1,000 per occurrence. Vehicle repair in excess of $1,000 per occurrence shall be the responsibility of the county.
how do you interpret that on those?
Well, I understood that the vehicle wouldn't start, and so
Yeah.
it needed to have something done. I don't know what it took to fix that.
Injectors.
Yeah, I think it's the top expense, the $2,485.33.
Okay, and then the others are not related to the vehicle not starting.
Doesn't look like to me.
Looks like general maintenance would be the oil change, the fat, the brakes,
The fuel filter could be included in the contract. But anything like the air filter, yeah.
Just like the way you broke it out, like all that stuff grouped in.
we need to have.
You don't need to just talk to him about that, just.
Right, and I think what we probably just need to do is let them, I mean, he was asking, should they go ahead and just pay about it there and then negotiate from there, because I think there's some questionable stuff on there, I mean, yeah, I wish I thought I did something to them about that, because I wish they'd have taken that thing to St. Joe, because it would cost a little more, but if they'd have put the fast fuel pump, we just, after we did that to our truck, it never runs so good. And that's part of the problem with the Ford injector system is it wasn't getting enough fuel.
Right, so it looks to me like that first item is.
And maybe the fuel filter, there's a fuel filter down there for about $189.
And 40 cents.
Is what it says, yeah.
Okay.
Also, we don't know who, I mean, are we paying the vendor direct? Are we paying the person that worked on it? I don't even know who worked on it.
But it doesn't show that, so
I don't think anybody's worked on it yet.
No, they have not, it's.
Oh, that's already,
That he called saying that, whoever it is, wherever it is, that they're, that there's 8 items that with ambulance being in there. That's why he wants to know
What to do.
what to do.
are we getting that?
What's that?
Is that what I think we're going to do, or do you want to address that first?
Oh, well,
You can probably do that outside of meeting.
that's what I was thinking,
Yeah.
is to step outside. Do you want me for this executive session?
Probably.
Okay, so let's do that first.
Okay.
How long is it? 15?
Okay.
I move we enter into, executive 15 minutes for non-elected direct personnel.
No, it'll be,
Okay, he's looking at the statute.
yeah, that's what,
KSA 7543-19A-13, matters related to security measures.
That's what I was trying to say.
I can take it, that's what we're saying. We have a second.
I'll second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
15 minutes?
50.
Yes.
344?
Sheriff, counselor, and commissioner. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there and finish something. Another separate one, they won't pay that much this time. Was Jim out there?
Yeah, what,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
your name?
downstairs. Talking to. That's been no decision made?
You notice his decision coming?
The $900, where am I supposed to take that?
Maintenance. I think we're gonna come out of general maintenance.
As a maintenance budget?
Mm-hmm. Under contractual services, I believe.
So we just want to get a comment, see.
Pretty good paid job. Yeah, Christmas party, we usually put on Christmas party.
How many times do you?
3, 4, I don't know. Jeff probably knows for sure. Don't have a very good budget, so I'll do that.
Maybe Wednesday?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. He said come off next Wednesday, he had a couple other things that he.
Try to.
Next Wednesday, we got, in 2012 budget, we gotta do some transfers, either in capital outlay or cash, is that okay if we do that? You got it too, so we don't go through. So we got this,
Yeah.
Mm.
good. So, ready to get these? Okay. And,
Make a motion to approve, I move we approve the list that's been presented to us for the solid waste appeal final decision summary sheet.
second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
though 5 of them will be the affidavits, and then the other ones will be miscellaneous, incomplete, that we try to do something with. My cat likes to sort of hate me.
Okay, forget it.
I don't know.
Okay.
You wanna keep this one, or
Do you want, do you have anything else, or?
No, just,
Mhm.
do this, we
This-
want to do,
Mhm.
wanna wait till
This
25th.
list doesn't have the camera numbers,
Start on you.
but I can do camera,
Three
address,
applicants.
you need a owner.
You got three applicants for the project.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay.
Into them.
I mean, you don't have to,
On February 25th.
In the 25th, Matt,
As long as
when
it's
the
disrupt whatever you
lease
guys
purchase
have going
loan,
on, but.
that was the deadline, that we have that. And sometime, Hayes up here.
Yeah, they've indicated one day.
Well, I think we need to decide on the contract with them again, because I keep it, what I keep hearing about, the Affordable Health Care Act has got me a little concerned. I don't know if it's what we can possibly do, if we're gonna do anything like.
When do you want them out?
Well, sometime, sure, in early March. No, those are the things that have back on money. I think, have we paid Hayes both their payments now? I know we paid one, I'm pretty sure we got a bill in for one. They was gonna do it in 2 installments. My question is whether because they got all the data, will they be willing to contract another year, a little lower price, because I mean, they've got the labor and stuff done.
Yeah.
So, that's all I have, Mr. Chairman, so. You got something else then you need, Brent?
No, not really, other than, the new developments for the special projects management, but that's just more discussion. Nothing real concrete yet, so probably wait till next week before.
Something we'll have to figure out, something else we'll have to discuss. Adjourn.
Mr. Chairman, I move we adjourn at 3:55.
All in favor, say something aye.
Aye. Pauline, will this will be a little more cut down.